Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome to the International Fabtalks. And my dear friends, it's a beautiful day. And yes, we should be thankful and grateful for having our eyes open today and looking at the beautiful world. And today, we have our special celebrity gracing the platform of the International Fabtalks. And guess, friends, who is she? An advocate. A person who is determined to make a difference in the society, to build up lives, to make lives more easier for everyone. She is here joining us all the way from Calcutta. She is Ms.Debjani Ghosh, advocate in Calcutta High Court, West Bengal. Dear ma'am, welcome to the session.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so polite, so humble and down to earth. I really love you for who you are.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear friends, she's a very friendly, approachable, and above all, a humble person. In fact, there was a little misunderstanding. Yesterday and today, there was a mismatch in the timings. And ma'am was so polite enough. In fact, I was scared to connect with ma'am. But ma'am was like, said, no, it's not like that. It learned many things. How to be humble, how to be down to earth, and how to live a real life in this world. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am. Thanks for accepting the Fab Talk invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Dear friends, it's our duty to introduce our guest in a formal way, of course, with the permission of our celebrity today. Ma'am, with your permission, I'd like to go ahead and introduce you in an official way.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Dear friends, I'd like you to know about our special guest as to what she has been achieving all through these years. She is Ms.Debjani Ghosh. She's a beautiful person out here and giving her best not only to the legal sector, but also to the humanitarian field. She has worked as an advocate and she has joined Victor Moses and Company as an associate advocate in August 2002 and worked as such till March 2004. In April 2004, she became a partner of MS Victor Moses and Company and continuing as such. In October 2012, she joined as partner of MS SC Ghosh and Company and continues as such. In April 2022, she joined as partner of Victor Moses and Associates, New Delhi. Dear friends, her field of practice. Now ask me, what is she really doing? Any legal issue that you're facing, you can connect with her. She's that beautiful person who will help you in the right way. So she deals with all the legal issues that are out there troubling you. And her professional expertise lies in she has conducted several litigations before the Honorable Supreme Court of India, not only Calcutta High Court, the Supreme Court of India, Honorable High Court at Calcutta as well, other high courts in India, Company Law Board, Debts Recovery Appellate Tribunal, Debts Recovery Tribunal, District Courts, arbitrations, and various quasi-judicial authorities. She chaired mediations referred by the Honorable High Court, Calcutta. And dear friends, apart from that, professional and as well as social work that she's into different fields, connecting with different partners and collaborating and working as a mediator and a great member of various different organizations. There are several, I cannot mention, there are so many. It could be the High Court, it could be Small Causes Court, Calcutta, the Rotary Club of Calcutta, the Inner Wheel of Calcutta, executive member of the Welfare Society for the Blind, vice president of Ashoknath Gaurinath Shastri Samrak Samiti, an organization for promulgation of Sanskrit language. She's the vice president of Sanskrit, vice president of Chhatra Samiti, a pioneer a pioneer of 100 Years Sports Club, and chairperson and member of various ICCS, member of Bharat Chamber of Commerce, legal advisor and advisory committee of Deepranjani, an organization of special children. Great, ma'am. I'm really, I just can't even, like, I'm becoming speechless as to how you could do all of this and be yet so humble. We achieve a little, we will get one Sing aa jata hamare sar pe, but you are such a beautiful person. I have ever come across somebody like you. And dear friends, there's the list, a lot of achievements. She's also the member of the Bar Association of the High Court and member of Incorporated Law Society, Calcutta, member of the Supreme Court Bar Association. etc. Apart from that, she also focuses on a beautiful charitable trust that is called as the Alok Foundation. We're going to ask ma'am as to what is it and how she is helping the other people. What are the different works she's been doing over there? And she's a philanthropist and believes in social service in various fields, especially for the marginalized and the underprivileged, the unfortunate. And dear friends, apart from that, now if I read her profile, it will take a long time. So I just want to get the talk on and get to understand her better. But still, I'd like to add, she has extracurricular activities, completed family counseling training, course from Legal Aid Service, West Bengal. She attended as a counselor in workshops on Lok Adalat, a scheme for alternative dispute resolution. She participated and assisted in the 7th Lok Adalat organized by Legal Aid Service, West Bengal as family counselor. Master's Diploma in Music from Bangia Sangeet Parishad, BHAB, Bab Sangeet, if I'm getting the words right. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing anything. Master's Diploma in Music, that's I just mentioned that. Shubhodo Sangeet. Junior Diploma in Bharatanatyam and Folk Dance from Chandigarh. Author also as well of Ek Bindu Sansh, a compilation of Bengali short stories, article in magazines and journals. There are a few more achievements, my dear friends, about our special celebrity. This is the first time I have to, just say wow to all her achievements.
Thank you.
Seriously, ma'am. 200 plus we've been interviewing, and today I just say a big wow to our special celebrity. Why? She's very humble, down to earth. I can't ever imagine that can a person be human like this, or a fairy, or a goddess, or an angel. All that I can say. Yes, dear. She stood first in family counselors training course from Legal Aid Service, West Bengal in 1997. She completed Business English Certificate 1 with B2 grade from University of Cambridge, local examination, syndicate, British Council. And student lecturer in Lady Brabourne College, Durga Saman by She, Abhya Saman by Team Rajnigandha. Thank you, ma'am, for helping me. Thank you. Rajnigandha. Super Wonder Woman. As I said, she is a super Wonder Woman, a fairy, a godmother. In fact, a goddess, I could also say. Yes, she is that Shakti, that power, who has it all within her. A Super Wonder Woman of 2023 by Fatima Foundation Trust. And Dasha Bhuja Saman 2023, Dakshin Haura Mukthodhara. They have even honored her. Apart from that, Gift of Joy amongst girl children of Human Rights Organization. And the list goes on, friends. Now, dear friends, I'd really like to go ahead and begin the Fab Talks with our special celebrity as to what made her do all of this and how could she do it. It's something magical to me now. It's like, to me, that special Shakti that goddess Durga has, she has that where she showers the blessings across the universe. She is one form of the blessings from the Lord, and here she is with us. Let's go ahead and get to know about her. Hello, ma'am, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Dear ma'am, how would you define yourself? Who is the real Debjani Ghosh? आप इतना सब कुछ करे, इतना सब कुछ कर रहे हैं भी, और करना भी चाह रहे हैं आप. ये कैसे संभव है? आप कौन हैं? Who is the real magical you?
See, I think that every person, it's not only the females, every person has this ability to contribute to the society, because we take a lot from the society absolutely free. But we should try to give back something to the society. What we do for our family, we don't think it that we are doing it for them or we are bound to do it. But if we think the entire society, entire globe as a global family, then you can do this work automatically. This urge will come to you that I should do I'm doing it for my family only. It's a global family. I want to share one thing here. I lost my mother at a very tender age. I have my sister, and losing my mother when my sister was only in class 11. I was also a student, And my father was a very busy lawyer and an extremely silent philanthropist. What he has done, I will never achieve it in my life. And my sister, in spite of so much odds, nobody could give her proper time. She is a gem. And till today, she and her family is an extreme support to me. Whatever I'm doing, it is because of their support, both emotionally and financially. I could not do. She always inspires me. Yes, you can do it. I stay alone absolutely in my home with a attendant, and she is also, I call her as an angel. She was God sent to me, and she takes such care of me and helps me in such all these works. So my team is very small. My assistant, my driver, and my sister and myself. And some of my colleagues and my juniors do help me, but these three of them are my pillars for support. And I feel that if you want to do something, if there is a will, there's a way. So if you want to do something, you definitely will do it, but you have to do it with your full heart, not half-heartedly or to show somebody. You should do it from within. If you want to do something to show somebody, then you will not have that passion.
Perfect, ma'am. I really like the way you put that. You put it very clearly that yes, don't do it for show, do it with passion. And you mentioned that your family is the global family, everyone.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
When you can do it for your family, you should be ready to do it for others as well. And you have beautiful supports of, you have pillars of support, your assistant, your sister, your driver, and a few colleagues who are with you. And you're that person in the center who is carrying out all these beautiful activities and continuing the journey of love, compassion, and respect across the world. Wonderful, dear.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. We understand that you said your dad was a great philanthropist. Your mom, you lost your mom at a very young age, and you have all stood up and you have faced the world and giving the best to the world. I'm sure Mom above is really very happy with all that you are doing today, ma'am, you and your sister.
Thank you. I really miss both my parents, especially my mom, because she could not see us established. She had a lot of hope about us. We fulfilled it, but she was not there to see it.
Ma'am, she is blessing you right from above. Her blessings
Definitely.
have to achieve all of this.
Without blessings of the parents, I could not take a step.
How sweet. You see, my dear friends, she says, ma'am says, Debjani ma'am, without the blessings of our parents, we can't take a step ahead. And she says, yes, my parents have been a blessing, and all that we've achieved are through their blessings and guidance. Thank you, dear ma'am. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, may we know about your childhood? How was your childhood? How were you as a little kid before coming into the field of the legal aspects and, the legal issues, the law, the Supreme Court? Wow factor hai wo bada factor. So when you were small, how were you? When you were a little girl?
Actually, when I was a kid, I belonged to a joint family. We were 11 brothers and sisters. And I want to share a very, what will I say, a very interesting story that when I was interviewed in the school, I said that we are 11 brothers and sisters, and my eldest brother is in law college. So there was a urgent call. My mother was called and asked that, why have you suppressed that you have 11 children and your eldest son is in law college? So my mother said that, do you think, looking at me, that I can have 11 children and my eldest son is in law college? Actually, we are in a joint family and we cannot imbibe or instigate this feeling of own and not your own to a kid. So she knows that we together are 11 children, 11 brothers and sisters. Then, of course, there was some, I will not say dispute, but there were some real practical problems for which there was a partition. But still, we cousins, still we continue this bond. And my childhood was very lively, very colorful, and my father and mother, my parents and sister were great friends. So I never felt the urge of having any other friend. Normally, the student, any student has a friend in school or college, that I had, but I never felt that my family is not my friend. So every time, everywhere, my family was my support and my friend. And both with my father and mother, I could discuss any topic. And of course, my sister is my most bosom friend, and till today, I discuss with her any topic. And my friends used to say that, how can you discuss these topics with your father? Because I stayed with my father for 22 years. I and my father stayed together for 22 years. So we were not like father and daughter, we were like friends. And wherever we went, both of us went together. My father was also very open and very acceptable. He had a very open mind. So I could discuss anything with my father, and my father used to make humors with me, means about like when I'm an adolescent, you can make about how many boyfriends you have, what are you doing. So these topics we were very open to each other. I just said this to share what a bond we had.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing all of that. As you were sharing, I could really form a visual picture of all of that. That's really nice. And the best part is you sharing a great bond with your dad, able to discuss everything with him. And you said the family of all of you, your mom, your dad, your sister, and you are the best friends that you've ever had. And of course, the others were there as well. But you all consider to yourselves to be family as well as friends.
Yes.
And you said, my sister is my bosom friend. I love that. And I wish I had my sister, that connection with my sister, which I don't have. I really wish that I could say like you boldly out like this, that my sister is my bosom friend, which she is not. So dear friends, I feel emotional over that because I love people saying that they are connected to their sister because that's really
because
nice.
she's a gem of a jewel.
Yes.
Unless she was a gem, this bond would not have been possible after her marriage. In fact, her in-laws are also very good and very supportive, and they love me like their own daughter.
How nice. That's a blessing, ma'am. I really wish that continues till the last. Till the last. Wonderful. Dear ma'am, yes, that's really nice. In fact, my dear friends, all the siblings out there, stand up for your siblings. Don't leave your siblings. Stand with them and support each other through thick and thin. Yes, dear ma'am.
I want to add something here, ma'am, with your permission.
Yes, please, ma'am.
That these legal issues between siblings, these should not come in, because issues will go. Once a bond breaks, the lines are left. We will go, but those lines will be left.
Yes, dear. Very true. Very true, ma'am. And the children will suffer. Our children will suffer. The next generations will suffer. Now, that has to be, you have to bond. That's all. What you live together all these years, and when you become adults, don't break up. Stay bonded together and be united.
Some has to sacrifice something. Yes. Otherwise, the bond doesn't continue.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Thank you for sharing. That's really nice. Certain sacrifices build bonds. And yes, dear friends, we are getting lovely information from our friend, our special guest. She is Debjani Ghosh. Dear ma'am, maybe you are an inspiration, as I said at the start. मेरे लिए तो inspiration आप हो. And to many out there, you've already been an inspiration, I'm sure. Because just the moment I connected with you, that is yesterday and today, because we've connected earlier, but yesterday and today's that case has made me understand you more better. And I was inspired how this person could be so humble and down to earth and take it upon herself that yes, it is my fault, not yours. So I consider you to be a great inspiration. But the question here is, who is your inspiration? Who has inspired you so much to bring out the best in you as a human being?
My family.
Super.
Especially my father.
That's really nice. You're lucky to have a blessed father, a blessed mother, a sister. That's really nice. To have a blessed family is a gift. Not all of us are.
Because they nurture us, they instill in us something which is the manifestation or outcome when we grow up. My parents instilled in me to help others because they also felt, and I also feel, that love is something, if you give it away, you end up having more.
How nice. Love is something which you give it away, you end up having more. Wonderful, dear. It's a beautiful concept. And your dad is your inspiration. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, you've been writing books, you've been authoring books, you must have been reading a lot of books. May I know your favorite book, please?
Favorite?
Favorite book?
I generally read Bengali books. I don't read English books, but whatever I read, I try to get something from it. So there is not any special book which is favorite to me, because all authors, they try to portray something, and I try to get the message which they try to portray.
Oh, really? That's really nice. You would like to name any of the books, ma'am? Any one book at least, your favorite?
Any one book, I will say the book of Sri Sri Sharodama.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing. Dear ma'am, this is a question like this. How would you want to be remembered in this world, and why should people remember you?
I want people to remember me as someone who always tried to be beside them whenever they needed her. And I think that if I can really achieve this, then I would be remembered.
Super. That's really very nice. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, from your busy schedule from the court, to home, and to your your NGO, your trust, charitable trust, and all of the other important work which you've been doing all through these years, did you ever get some time for yourself to go on a holiday and enjoy yourself?
Of course.
Your
Like
favorite?
every year, Durga Pujas in October, I spend with my sister. She's in Melbourne, so I spend the entire 2 weeks with her. That rejuvenates me.
Oh, nice. Perfect. That's really nice. I'm so glad you have a lovely sister. That's really nice. Great. Your favorite destination, ma'am, is it Melbourne or some other place for holidays?
When I was small, my favorite destination or dream destination was Switzerland. After I went and visited it, that fascination went. So now you can definitely say Melbourne, since my sister is living there, it's my favorite destination now.
Yes, I get that, ma'am. Yes, dear. It's a beautiful place. Dear ma'am, do you watch movies?
Beautiful. Sorry to interrupt. Beautiful because my sister is there.
Yes.
To me, it's beautiful because my sister is there.
Yes. It makes it more beautiful. Melbourne is a beautiful place, but her sister's there. And that makes it even more beautiful. It makes it more pleasant.
Absolutely.
Yes, dear. I get that. Yes. So, dear friends, this is called love. And we all crave for that love from our siblings. And yes, they have a beautiful bonding. And we wish them this bond should last forever. Yes, dear ma'am. Over to your sister also. This message is for you, my dear. It's sending lots of love from this platform at this moment to you from your sister and me as well. Yes, dear.
Thank you.
Yes, dear ma'am. Dear ma'am, do you watch movies? Do you get time to watch movies? Because you're always busy with different things and work and projects. Movies bhi dekhte hain?
Actually, I feel that there are 24 hours. And we have enough time to do. I watch movies, I go out and meet friends, restaurants, I do other relaxation things. Of course, I watch movies, and my father used to say when he was alive that my daughter will not be able to give her exam unless she sees a movie the day before her exam.
Oh dear, yes, is this true?
Absolutely.
Okay, to whom did he say this? To whom did he say this?
Everyone he used to say that my daughter will not be able to give her exam if she doesn't see a movie the day before her exam.
Yes, dear. It's like humorous, but again, that holds a lot of truth in that. Yes, you'd like
Yes.
to relax. You don't want to take the stress because you know you've already prepared and you're well prepared for
Yes.
it. Yes, we get the message. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, what is that one thing you love about yourself? This is me, Debjani. I love myself first because this is the inner core quality of mine. And I love myself for this beautiful quality.
I love myself for the quality that God has given me such a wonderful family for whom I am what I am today.
How nice. You're giving the credit to your entire family. Great, dear. Dear ma'am, do you ever believe in the concept of winning a lottery?
No, because there is no substitute for dedication and hard work.
Perfect. There's no substitute for dedication and hard work. I agree with that, ma'am. Very true. As I earlier asked you a question about movies, you said yes. Your dad used to, always tell this that yes, before the exam, she has to watch a movie. May I know which is your favorite movie till date? Your favorite movie till date? Yes, dear.
Favorite movie? What would I say?
Is it a
कुछ कुछ होता है.
Bengali movie or a Hindi movie?
It's a Hindi movie, कुछ कुछ होता है. It also deals with friends and bonding.
Yes, dear. Very true. Dear ma'am, we've known that you were into classical dancing, Bharatanatyam, and you were into different aspects of, as you were growing up, you were doing different things, writing, and you did your law course, and you were in so many other projects. Were you also interested in sports and games at any point of time when you were a student?
No, I was not interested in sports because of my weight. Because I knew that I would, even if I participate, I would be the last person. So even if I was interested, but because of my weight, I never participated.
Yes, dear.
But I love sports.
How nice. That's really nice. Even I was scared. I never took part in any sports. I would think if I run, maybe I will come last. Maybe I will not even reach. I will not even start. I never participated in anything. My brother and sister participated, but I didn't participate in any sports. So I'm with you.
Thank you.
You'd like to share something?
Actually, my foundation, Alok Foundation, from Alok Foundation, we are having a marathon on 26th of November only for underprivileged women. So 60 women would participate in this marathon, and we would give prizes for first, second, and third. And all the participants would get a sari because they're all underprivileged, a certificate, and a memento.
Oh, nice. Would you like to mention the date once again, please?
26th November.
26th November. Today is the 22nd, friends. And 26th
Yes.
November, pass on this message to as many as you can. Let them all join and get to know ma'am better and participate in this for the less fortunate and the underprivileged ladies, the women, right?
Only ladies.
Only ladies. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, do you ever want to bring a change into this world? If it is yes, which is that area where you want to focus your energies to bring about a great change?
Of course, I want two areas, not one area. One concerns the acid survivors. They are such unfortunate persons that because of the crime of somebody else, they are the sufferers. They don't have any fault in this, but they become the sufferers. I want to be by their side always in whatever way I can, providing some support for their children's education or for startups of their business or house building, whatever. I want to be by their side throughout to give them a proper life which they deserve as a human being. Not a very luxurious life, but basic life which they deserve as a human being. And my number two concern is this autistic children. I have seen how the parents dump these autistic children in these homes. So my concern is to be by their side, because they are wonder kids. Not all are kids. They are wonderful people, have great talents. I want to expose their talents to everyone in the society, be by their side. They just need a little love from you.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. As I earlier mentioned before we start the interview, today I had interviewed a person with cerebral palsy. She was so brilliant in expressing herself and very mature, had a lot of wisdom. I really agree with you when you said they have a lot of talents which you would want to showcase to the world and you want to create a beautiful world for them. While the parents out there are dumping them, abandoning these such children, please don't do that, my friends. If you have given birth to them, take care of them. Do your part. Yes, dear. And you'd also love to bring a change in the survivors, acid survivors, the acid victims of the survivors, who have been attacked with the acid attack victims, these survivors, and they have great love for you, ma'am, as I've seen. Lots of love. They just treat you like a goddess. Your name is like they put it here up, like that. They say,
They
yeah,
love
she
me
is
a
here
lot,
up.
more than I deserve.
Because nobody does that so easily, ma'am. You are that one person who stands up for many people. That's really nice. And hats off to you for your courage. You asked me, I will not be able to do it. I will have excuses. There'll be many of us having excuses, but you're standing up for them. You are an angel on this earth.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, the next question. How would you define smart work and hard work? From all the years of experience as a lawyer, as an advocate, and being, coming in contact with different people across the world, how do you think you could tell us smart work and hard work? What is the difference?
Hard work is which you really do for a longer period of time, giving all your energy and effort. And smart work is something which I feel you do it in such a tactical way that people would appreciate it. So this is smart work by doing less, but exposing or expressing it or presenting it in such a way that it becomes very smart. But hard work is really the work in which you put your full energy, effort, and passion. According to me, this is according to me.
Yes, dear. It's perfect, ma'am. It's really perfect. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, have you ever thought, yeah, I should retire now. I should take some rest. Have you ever decided that, yes, this will be my retirement age?
No, see, I'm in such a profession which doesn't have any retirement. And I engaged myself in such a service which also does not have any retirement. So I don't want to retire. I want to dedicate my life for my clients, help them, give them proper advice, honest advice. And for these beneficiaries for whom I want to work, the global beneficiaries, I want to be by their side till how long I can. So there's no question of any retirement.
Yes, dear.
Till I rest in peace.
Yes. I read that. That was the feeling I had, that you would be sharing all of this because you're such a person who's going to do it till the very last. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, would you mind telling us about the Alok Foundation? That's a dream project. And how is it helping others? It deals with cancer survivors and all of that. Could you just share something about this beautiful foundation, dear?
Alok Foundation is created by me. I am the founder. My father, Ashok Kumar Ghosh, and my mother, Aloka Ghosh. Taking the names of both of them, I created this foundation with their blessings, inspirations, and encouragement. Only for a year we are working with it. My main focus is on, I said that under any social issues, but especially on underprivileged women and their special children. We have already worked with acid survivors. We are trying to give them whatever little support we can. We have worked with autistic children. With them also, we are trying to give whatever little support. Like with one organization, I will say it's in Behala, Bodhayon. There are talented students. And their love is so innocent and so uncompromising that when you just go to them, they will just hug you. And they love me so much. They have a beautiful concept of making mud water bottles. They are painting that with plastic caps. And we all know that in our childhood, we used to have drinking water from mud pitchers, which has a lot of good health issues. So they have making a substitute for it. We are planning a zero plastic project with them. We have given them jute and cloth. With that, they will make table mats instead of plastic mats, then tablecloths. And in Diwali time and celebration time, we hang plastic flowers. So that they will make with wool and jute and cloth. So we are having a zero plastic project. We are supplying the material with them. We have worked with organizations, orphanages. We are trying to support them with whatever needs they have, like a desktop computer or a whiteboard, and giving some lunch or dinner to them, have medical camps with them. We have worked with Tata Medical Center, cancer kids, Premashray. We have celebrated Ratha Jatra, then Janmashtami with them. They are extremely happy. In fact, I spent my birthday with them. Then we have worked with this, I'm telling you 1 second.
Yes, dear.
We have worked with, we have not worked actually, we have given a LED TV and a laptop to a center in another organization in Sundarban for adult and children distant education. So that is working brilliantly. We have given some projectors in a hilly area, school in a hilly area, where they don't get proper network connectivity, so they cannot teach the students. We have worked with Sundarban, a village called Pathar Pratima. There we have given pre-puja distribution of clothes, and on 26th itself we are going there. Sorry. We'll have a medical camp of 100 pre-registered people over there, and we will have clothes distribution and uniform distribution to the schools. Again, we'll have blanket distribution and legal awareness camp with Neem Peat, which is another interior. We have this legal awareness camps in different schools and colleges, how we can empower a girl. Because I feel there is a difference between empowerment and powerful. You become powerful from external support, but you become empowered from your internal abilities. So to make someone empowered, that person should make him or her know her rights. Unless he know her rights, she cannot assert her rights. What I feel that in India, especially in West Bengal, women are suffering because they're not at all aware of their rights. If they become aware of their rights, then they will assert it and they can become independent. So through my Alok Foundation, I'm trying to support these people who are there so that they can become self-sustainable by empowering them.
Wonderful, ma'am. Ma'am, is this only for the women of Bengal or other states as well?
I have just started. So till now, we are only concerned with Bengal. And funds is a very big restriction to us. And nowadays, the laws are such that unless we complete 3 years, we will not get even any CSR support. So after completing 3 years, I will try to expand it more. But till now, it is only in West Bengal, especially Calcutta based.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing all of that. And we wish you all the best in all your endeavors. We know that you will do your very best and beyond that. I'm sure.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, would you like to name a few of your best friends who stood by you through thick and thin?
I would mention the name of my sister and my attendant, Shampa Dash. And of course, my driver, Nagendra Kumar Thakur. They are always with me thick and thin.
How nice. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing all of that. Thank you so much. What brings a smile to your face?
It comes automatically because I always try to have a positive vibe and positive energy with me. So that automatically comes as smile to my face. Because I have read that if you smile, then again, positive energy comes to you. So
Yes.
I always try to be positive.
Yes, ma'am. That's really very nice. And stay positive because the world loves you and we need you. We need people like you to be selfless and to think that no, this is not only my family, the whole world, the whole globe. I have to think about everybody else as well.
Because all are my family.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, any weakness for sweets, chocolates, samosa, ice creams?
I don't have weakness for any four of them.
Oh, you're very lucky then. Sachmuch mein?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, nice. You asked me, I have a sweet tooth, and I'm really happy that you don't have any of these. I have a lot of cravings.
My only weakness is to try to help others. And by not having any weakness for this, I can save a lot.
Yes, dear. I get the message. Yes, dear. But yes, you are doing a brilliant work, and we really love you for who you are. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dear ma'am, is there anything that scares you? किसी चीज का डर लगता है आपको कभी कभी?
Because I know that what I want, I will achieve it.
Very good. Very confident. We all should have this. Once we have decided something, we should be very confident that we are going to achieve it no matter what. Whatever we face.
Yes. Whatever comes, I have to face it and I will achieve it.
I love that confidence. And that's a takeaway for me as well.
And I also try to maintain that it should not become overconfidence.
Very true. Very true. Very balanced in your thoughts. You have a lot of wisdom. You say not overconfidence, it is confidence. बहुत अच्छा, very nice. Dear ma'am, any advice for the younger generation who wants to become or be like you or be the next Debjani Ghosh?
My only advice would be first, love yourself. If you love yourself, this love will prompt you or inspire you to love others.
Very true. That's really nice. Dear ma'am, if you weren't a lawyer, an advocate as you are, a social activist, a humanitarian, a philanthropist, and all of these, what would you have become?
There was no other option for me.
Super. Very nice. In just one word, there was no other option. This is it and this will be. There's no other second choice. Wonderful. Your dad was a lawyer as well, right?
Yes. I'm the 7th generation lawyer.
7th generation lawyer. That's up to you. Wonderful. Yes. Dear ma'am, may we know your favorite color and why you love that color?
White and black. Because all colors start and come together in these two colors. And as a profession, we have to be in black and white completely with no gray shades.
No gray shades. I get that. No gray shades, to be very honest on that. Ma'am, how do you feel when you wear the lawyer's dress and all of that? You have that gown which you wear. How do you feel when you wear that? That's a great feeling.
Without wearing that also, I feel excited.
How nice. What a way to answer that question. Super. That's really nice. But once when we wear that, it's like a uniform. When you wear that,
yes.
Then do you get into that mode of, yes, now I'm a lawyer and I'm ready to take on this party or that party, or ready to fight for justice, speak for somebody who's voiceless, who's unable to use their voice?
But as a lawyer, I should always think that I am fighting for justice. Even if I give advice to someone without wearing that uniform or gown or coat, I should feel that I am fighting for justice. So only wearing that dress doesn't give this inspiration or idea.
Very
The
well
day we
answered.
took the oath that we will become advocates and we have our certificates, from that day only, we should have this feeling that we'll fight for justice.
Very true. Very well answered. A brilliant answer. Dear ma'am, as a student, what was your favorite subject in school?
Maths.
I'm just the opposite of that, the other side of the coin. I didn't like maths. I was scared. Yes, if anybody says maths, then I think they are the wonder kid over there. Yes. Mathematics. Yes, ma'am. The next question. Would you like to share with us a lovely proverb or a quote which you love so much and follow it, read it constantly, maybe, or repeat it, share it with others?
I already said, love is something, if you give it away, you end up having more.
Love is
Use
something.
it, leave it, and it will roll on your floor.
How sweet. Love is something, if you give it, you're going to get it back in greater measure.
Absolutely.
Yes, dear. Very nice. Dear ma'am, you have accomplished so many things. Till date, what did you feel? Wow, this is the proudest accomplishment that I've ever achieved. I've accomplished this, and this is my proudest moment.
I don't feel in that way because I try to help. It's not accomplishment or achievement. It's my help or support to others. And if they are happy, I am happy.
How nice. It's not an achievement. It's not an accomplishment. It's help, human kindness. Dear ma'am, do you love pets? Yes or no?
No. That one thing I don't love.
Okay, dear. Dear ma'am, I have a cup in my hand. How would you look at this cup? Is it half full or half empty according to you?
Half full.
Half full. That's really nice. Yes, dear. Now we come on to the next question. How many languages are you conversant in, apart from Bengali, English?
Bengali and English fluently, and Hindi a bit.
Hindi a bit. That's nice. Any other language other than these three?
No.
We have a small task and request from you. Would you oblige to sing a song for us in any one of these languages? Maybe कुछ कुछ होता है. आपने बोला ना आपका favorite movie है, उसमें से एक छोटा सा गाना, 2 लाइन की गाना गा दीजिए.
Bengali song.
Oh, welcome. Most welcome.
তুমি রবে নীরবে হৃদয়ে মম, তুমি রবে নীরবে নিবিড় নিভৃত পূর্ণিমা নিশীথিনী সম, তুমি রবে নীরবে.
Yes, dear. You have a lovely voice as well. That's really nice. You're blessed. Maybe you know what is the meaning of the song that you sang, because I don't understand much of Bengali. Just a bit, if you could share that.
Yes, I will just explain. It means that you will always be in my heart. Whatever happens, silently you will be within me, inside my heart.
That's really nice.
This is written by Rabindranath Tagore. It is one of his songs.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing, dear. Thank you for explaining it as well in English. Are you a great listener or a great speaker? Where do you feel your strength is in?
It depends on the situation. When required, I'm a listener. When required, I'm a speaker.
Perfect. That's really perfect. Everyone should take this very seriously. Based on the situation, you should be a great listener and, of course, a great speaker as the situation demands. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, if the Almighty or the universe offered you a superpower, gifted you a superpower, what would that be you would want? What superpower you would want to have?
I want to have such a power that all evil and all bad things in the world would be eliminated and everyone would have a smiling face and content in heart.
Very nice. Crisp and clear with lots of clarity. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, there are many women out there, educated, uneducated ones as well, from the rural background, from the urban areas. Everyone. We've even seen highly educated women unable to identify the red flags in their lives. They don't know that this is a toxic situation in their lives. So how would you like to share your views and thoughts on this given topic, red flags?
See, for that, we are trying to give this legal awareness, counseling, so that to make them not powerful but empowered, which I said, so that they themselves have to identify these situations. We are making camps, legal camps, counseling camps over there, because this will not happen in one sitting or one camp. We have to go on having this one after the other, when their concept would get cleared, because they have a certain mindset. We have to change that mindset, which will take some time.
Very true. And most of these sisters of ours who are out here in India and abroad as well, they wouldn't want to leave a toxic relationship just because their children are stuck over there, because they have children. It's so difficult for them to make a decision and come out, to change the mindset. It really requires courage, and many of them will rather suffer the abuse just for the sake of children. And that creates pain in the children.
Marriage.
Pardon, sir? Pardon, ma'am?
Keep an empty shell marriage.
Yes, dear. If you could explain that.
Empty shell marriage means inside the marriage there is nothing. Like where all the shells don't have pearls. There are some shells which are empty. So the family also doesn't have any bond. They are empty shell marriages. Outside people only know that they are a family, but inside they don't have anything. So I feel that it's better to be separated than to continue with such a bond, because there is no bond at all.
Very true, ma'am. And thank you for explaining that. So well you explained about the shell and the pearl. Very nicely you explained that in simple terms for us to understand. In fact, children from such marriages where it's a toxic situation at home, they develop suffering from childhood trauma when they grow as adults. And it's very difficult to mold them and bring them back to normal. They suffer immensely.
Yes. So better if they live separately from either with father or with mother, so that this everyday trauma or everyday dispute they don't have to face.
Very true, ma'am. Very true.
They have an adverse idea towards life.
Yes.
Negative idea, actually. They have a negative idea towards life.
Very true, ma'am. I've come across many people like that, youngsters who have hated their parents because of the toxic situation at home. They say, why did they ever give birth to us? And, there's a lot of pain when they share all of this.
Not only pain, many have committed suicide.
Very true. As we are sharing now on a space today, this moment, there's someone taking away their lives just because of their parents who were not good to them or concentrated on fighting with each other, accusing each other for no rhyme or reason.
No consideration for the child.
Yes, dear, very true. So all the parents out there, if you cannot get along together, it's better to separate. Yes, dear.
And give the child a dispute-free life.
Yes, ma'am. Very true. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, may I now ask you a question about mental health? What impact does it have in your field, in your area? As you've been, coming across different people connecting with you, it could be anybody, because you're connected not only with the legal aspects, you're into charitable work and other projects at hand. How does mental health impact all of these?
To speak very honestly, initially, I used to take a lot of stress. Means when a client used to come and share his or her story, which is very pathetic, it used to affect me a lot. Then I tried to make this habit that I will keep my profession and my projects away from my personal life. Because if I get affected, ultimately my profession and my projects will get affected. So now I keep my projects and my profession separately and my personal life separately. But that doesn't mean that I don't work with them without passion. I definitely work with passion, but I keep these two things separately from my personal life.
Very true and very apt. You have given a very good example. Dear friends, do not mix personal life and professional life. If we mix, then there's going to be a great imbalance in life. You will not know what you are doing. So you have to balance that very well. Sometimes we meet people who bring the negative energy, and when we connect with them, that's onto us, and then it's flowing over all over us, and then we don't know what to do. Shake it off, separate personal and professional work, and then you'll be a blessing to the universe. Yes, dear. And thank you for sharing that to get that clarity. Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, in the next 50 years, what type of changes do you anticipate? Yes, after 50 years, there will be changes in these areas. Could you assume or could you just share your thoughts on that?
Anticipate means generally, or which I plan to change?
It could be anything, either a general change or your plans, either ways, or both you could give us. We are more happy than to get more.
See, the way the world is moving, we don't know where we are going to. One, pollution is increasing. Entire world, we should not say nobody. Some people are aware, but maximum people are unaware. It's increasing. The way the population is increasing, Earth has its own fixed resources. Resources are not being increased, but population is being increased. So I should not be negative, but I don't know in next 50 years actually what would happen, and COVID has given us a lesson that unless we control ourselves, like Noah's boat should again come to rescue us. And from my foundation point of view, I would like to say that next 50 years, obviously, I would not be alive. For next 25 years, I would be able to do my work, and I will try to make changes in at least some people. All I won't be able to do, but at least for some people, I would have this satisfaction that for at least some people, I could bring smiles on their faces and do something for them which they really required.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing that. Thank you very much. Dear ma'am, I'd like to ask you the next question, dear. If you are given a chance, if you're given a time machine, it's an imaginary question. If you're given a time machine in your hand and you were asked to click one of the buttons and that would take you into the past era, you have to go there and the task is to relive somebody's life. Whose life you would love to relive?
My father.
I guessed that. Yes, I guessed that. Dear ma'am, how would you look at this question? Constructive criticism.
Constructive criticism is always a criticism. The person who is criticized, it is on him or her to take it in a constructive way or in a destructive way. So criticism is always criticism. So the person who is being criticized, if he takes it in a very positive way and changes his bad habits, then it is constructive criticism, obviously. But if he doesn't take it in a positive way, in a negative way, and become traumatic, then that has no value. So constructive criticism to me, it doesn't have any specific meaning. Like, it depends on the person who is being criticized, the way he is accepting the criticism. After accepting, is he doing something constructive or destructive? If he is doing something constructive, then it is constructive. The person who is criticizing may think that I want to help him by showing his defects, but the person who is receiving may not accept it in that way.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing that, ma'am. Thank you very much. You shared it very well. Your thoughts on that? Do you forgive others easily?
Honestly speaking, not so easily.
I love the honesty. I love the honesty. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
5.
5. Same to you. At last, I've got one to match you. It is like, yes, 5. Even I'm unable to forgive easily. It takes a lot of time, and I would rate myself 5. And I waited for someone to say 5 so that I could also say, yes, you are with me on that. Yes, dear ma'am. Dear ma'am, if there's anybody out, our sisters, or irrespective of gender, if they would like to connect with you, how do they connect with you and avail your services?
They can connect me. I have my Facebook page, Alok Foundation, or I can give my WhatsApp number. They can connect me on my WhatsApp number, which is 9836676681.
Would you please repeat it for us once again, dear?
9836676681.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Dear ma'am, the main round of the interview has ended. We have a small segment called as the rapid fire round. Will you give me another 5 minutes, please?
Definitely.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. I know it's late night in India, and that's why it's time.
I only gave this time. It's not your fault. I gave this time.
Look at the humbleness. I really love you for who you are. Thank you for being so humble and so down to earth. I wish I would. I wish I'm at least even this much of what you are. I wish that. Yes, dear.
We all have that.
How sweet. Thank you so much for making me feel good too. Thank you. So, dear friends, it's the time now for the rapid fire round to get to know about the likes and dislikes of our special guest, our celebrity, Debjani Ghosh, a person who's out there to help you in a legal way and as well as in a philanthropic manner, creating a lot of charitable work out there. You could get connected with ma'am for the right reasons, and she'll be there to guide and help you, and with all honesty and lots of confidence as well. Dear ma'am, the first question here.
Just 1 second before starting I want to volunteer something.
Yes.
That my trust has a 1-year-old only, and it's very fund constrained. If somebody wants to donate something, not only in cash, but also in kinds, please contact me.
Yes. Yes, dear friends. Ma'am has this foundation called as the Alok Foundation, which focuses on uplifting the underprivileged, the unfortunate women, and being there for the less fortunate fellows out there in the world, the less fortunate people, our sisters and brothers. If you feel you have a good heart and you are really blessed by the Lord with lots of wealth, you could just share something which you have and, connect with ma'am and share them to the people, and let the people enjoy that through her foundation. It could be cash, it could be kind, it could be anything that could be useful for all of them out there. That would be a blessing.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. All the youngsters, those who are earning well, who are in the corporate sector, and of course, anyone, you can even share something little as you can.
Absolutely.
It's not that this much you should give. Thoda sa de do, to acha rahega. Yes. So it starts with a little. Every drop, makes an ocean. This,
Absolutely.
Se sagar banti hai. Right? Yes, dear. So, dear, we go now with the rapid fire round, dear friends. Dear ma'am, this round is a brief one where you would have to answer in 1 word or 2 words. You'll have to just select one of the answers. I'll give you 3 options. Is it cakes? No, you will not have cakes, you said. But anyway, let me put this in front of you. Cakes, chocolates, or ice cream? What would you select first?
Less sweet cakes.
How sweet. Less sweet cakes. Very sharp. Very sharp. Which flavor, ma'am?
Any flavor.
Any flavor. Which season is your favorite one?
Winter.
Me too. One more same. One with you. I too love winter. You love to travel by land, water, or air?
Air.
City, village, or town?
Village.
When you help others, do you expect anything in return?
Absolutely not.
A perfect day in 1 word.
Smiles on a lot of faces.
Debjani ma'am is a good cook, yes or no?
Yes.
Your favorite recipe?
I cook all kinds of food.
Sabse favorite?
Love to cook food.
You love. I'm just the opposite. I'll have some water. Just give me a moment, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, for giving me a moment. I just had some water. Over to you, ma'am.
That is nice.
Yes, ma'am. The favorite teacher who taught you?
Mrs. Madhumita Shen.
Yes, dear. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird.
Salty, sweet, or spicy, or sour food?
Salty.
Life is all about money, happiness, or both?
Happiness.
Are you an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambivert?
Both. According to situation.
Perfect. When you're alone, nobody is with you, no gadget as well. Only the four walls, a big window, some sunshine. You're connected to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts take you? Into the past, present, or future?
Sometimes past, sometimes future.
You love socializing or me time?
Socializing.
Are you a thinker?
Socializing in the sense social work, not socializing in the general sense.
Super. I like that explanation. Good. I really love that. To make it more clear, it's not just normal socializing and enjoying life. Socialize for a good cause and for the appropriate one. Dear ma'am, are you a great thinker, a doer, or both?
Both.
You believe in experiential learning or theoretical learning?
Experiential learning.
You love fresh fruits and salads or fried food?
Fresh fruits and salads.
Home cooked food or food ordered from out?
Home cooked food.
You love to spend time on a beach or in a forest?
Beach.
Is it singing or the other one, dancing?
Singing.
Singing. You're a great singer too. You've sung very well.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. You love to walk, ride a two-wheeler or drive a four-wheeler?
Drive a four-wheeler.
If a choice was given, a book or music?
Music.
The best day of the week?
Sunday.
Your favorite number?
1.
You love to give gifts or receive gifts?
Give gifts.
War or peace?
Obviously peace.
Obviously peace. Okay, dear. But sometimes a little war, is that okay? No.
It distracts a lot.
Yes, very true. I was just confusing you with that question. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we have one last question for you. A request. It's not a question, it's a request. There are 3 magical words. That is please, sorry, and thank you. Apart from these 3, we leave these 3 away aside because they are already known as magical words. We want you to share with us 3 powerful words which could empower us and create magic in our lives.
Love, faith, belief.
Love, faith, and belief. Ma'am, before we end the session for today, the Fab Talks, would you like to give us one big message and sum up the whole thing in just a few lines?
By profession, I'm an advocate, which is a service sector. And I try to give service to these underprivileged people. So if those who would be watching this, one hand is not enough to help. Lots of hands are required. If you were not physically present also, any kind of support would be a lot of hands for these people who would bless you a lot.
Yes, dear, I agree with you. It's not that one person can carry all the burden on his or her shoulders. We all should join together and support the cause. of helping the underprivileged, the acid attack victims, and of course, there are many other unfortunate people out there in the world. And yes, our special celebrity today focuses on uplifting all of them. You could join hands with her and build a beautiful world. Let's all begin to build a beautiful world and a better future for ourselves and, of course, for all of you out there. Yes.
And I will end with this, with Shakespeare's one line that Portia said, mercy is doubly blessed. So if you support, support is also doubly blessed. The person who is supporting is blessed, and the person who supports also gets the blessing from the recipient.
Very true, ma'am. Very true. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us. Looking forward to having you on many more international Fab Talks.
Thank you so much. Definitely.
Thank you, dear. Thanks for being so sweet and humble, and of course, a great human being. Thanks for sharing all of the wisdom that you had with you today with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, dear friends, with this, I'd like to end the International Fab Talks for now. Stay safe and, of course, love the world. And, of course, if you could do great things, begin today. Do not wait for tomorrow. अच्छे काम आज ही होनी चाहिए और अभी. Take care.